Hello, Facebook audience, social media audiences. This is Joe the Bohemian, blogger since 2007 on MySpace. Was forced to go on Facebook when MySpace was deemed obsolete. And we are still currently in the Trump-Murican dark age. So I coined a new term, Trump-Murica. So Murica is a derogatory term pertaining to America in the flyover states, the Bible Belt, those sparsely populated states, the Great Plains, and some of the Rocky Mountain states, with the exception of the civilized portions of Colorado. And educated folks saying something, the bigger cities in between the coasts, which are obviously liberal. So as you know, the mainstream media, as I blogged, and a few people looked at the blog, no one commented, so therefore I make this video blog, that what the mainstream media do is they tell what stupid Americans report back in polls. So they say Americans, a large percentage, 60%, are still not happy with the things as they are now economically. And yes, indeed, there has been inflation, and so the reporting is on how we feel about what's going on rather than what's causing it. So we have a few folks like Robert Reich, who points out specifically that record profits for all the fossil fuel companies and a lot of the big tech companies are making huge profits. And when people stayed home, in the pandemic in 2020, a lot of folks were gravitating to the social media. And, the Trumpers versus sane people were arguing amongst themselves. So huge profits were made. And the fossil fuel companies, I think, colluded. And I guess they had an excuse. I guess the pandemic, and then when Russia attacked Ukraine, and that did create some global disruptions and some speculations, in the stock market or fuel commodities markets or whatever. So they had an excuse to spike up their gas prices. But the causal factors are not reported. And what idiotic Americans sitting in their home, a large portion of which who watch Fox News, go, well, that Biden inflation. And yes, I've noticed myself, as a person who shops, that a lot of things have spiked in price, and a lot of things are priced close to what they were a few years ago. So a lot of things haven't spiked in price. And so we do have to make choices. The frill things, that I cut back on some of the frill things, and I buy the essentials. And, if you go to a place like Trader Joe's or, supermarkets like Kroger they have a lot of discount on it. So there's a way to shop carefully to, spare yourself the perils of inflation. But I think that Biden did give a great speech, and I got someone's calling me. It's a spam caller. So Biden did take on the Republicans who want to cut entitlements, and still a large percentage of people may think that they contribute to the deficit, not aware of the fact that there are individual accounts that people pay via payroll taxes deducted from their own paycheck. So it's not socialism, but nonetheless, I think Biden did do a great job. And I think some of the big programs that he passed, they've been huge successes. And for whatever reason, the mainstream media just want to say, well, we're not happy because we're in a period of malaise from Trump onward, because we had a pandemic. We have vast global insecurity with Russia and Ukraine, with China, who may invade Taiwan, this horrific earthquake in Turkey and Syria. And so there's a lot of scary, bad things going on in the world to make people not feel good. And so what I kind of want to be a remedy to the bunk or half-truths or the misleading things on the mainstream media, and just open up lines of inquiry. So I'll see you guys later. So have a great day.